Hi, everyone. I guess this will be our end of the year banquet comments since we're not able to have a gathering together. So it'll come from my home office where I proudly display some of our awards that we had over the past years. And I want to say, congratulations to the 2020 West Virginia AAA boys state champion soccer team. 11 and 0, maybe not the number of games that we wanted, but at least we got on the field. Seventh star, third in a row. All of those things are have special meaning. No team has ever been undefeated and won a state championship before. No team has ever won 7 state championships before, and no team since they went to divisions has won 3 in a row. So you were able to do something this year that hasn't been done before. So congratulations. I know it feels good. I know it may not be the way you wanted it. I know that there were lots of stretches of time where we all wanted to be playing and we weren't able to, but no one can take that state championship away from you all. You earned it, and congratulations. I want to say thank you to all of the players. You all were a very committed group. You knew what you wanted, and this goes from the seniors all the way down to the freshmen. I want to say thank you to everyone. Being a part of our organization is a very special opportunity. Not everybody gets it, but those that do are part of the GW boys soccer team forever. I want to say thank you to the parents. You all are a major part of the success of our program. We ask for volunteers a lot. We need a lot of volunteers because this isn't an easy thing to do. All the coaches that are on this staff have primary jobs. This is kind of a second job. And given the amount of time and effort that we spend, we couldn't do it if we didn't have all of your support and all of your work that you do as well. I want to say thank you to the managers, Monica, Randall, and Dick. Without you all, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. Monica works endlessly on everything that we need. She's always keeping me on focus and on task, and I really, really couldn't do it without her, and I appreciate all of the work that everybody provides on our team managers. So we've got to be thankful of them. And I want to thank our coaching staff. We are very fortunate to have Dave Nelson, who has been with the program, and I'm going to botch it by saying it's 17 years, but I can't remember exactly how long it is, and if he was in front of me, I'd be able to ask him. But Dave has been with the program for a very, very long time, longer than any other coach has been with the program. Coach McGee, who is by far our biggest connection with the school, because he actually is the one who's in the school, has done a fantastic job and will continue to be with the program going forward, as has Coach Polly, who started coaching with me when we were at John Adams Middle School. And he takes the development of our players as serious on a JV level as we do with anything that we do on the varsity level. You couldn't ask for a better coach. There have been times that he thought he might step back, but realized he really didn't want to lose the opportunity of working with the boys. Other Coach Nelson, Coach Peter Nelson, who's been with us now, I think, 3 years. And it might be our last year with Pete. He's got opportunities going forward with the military that I believe start in August. So we're probably going to be without Pete next year. But anybody who's ever been around him knows that he's probably the most competitive coach that we have, which is saying a lot. But that being said, Pete has had a fantastic run being a part of our program. We're really excited with everything that he's done and really excited for him going forward. And then last but certainly not least would be Coach Schock. As we know, Noah wasn't too far removed from being on the field, and I'm not sure that even today he wouldn't give up coaching soccer to be able to play because he loves it so much. He's always got his cleats and always ready to go in. So I really could not thank that group of a coaching staff anymore. They have done a fantastic job, especially this year in such a difficult setting. I want to say to the seniors, we have a pretty sizable group getting ready to graduate this year. There are some that are going to continue to play at the next level, some that are going to have opportunities to continue to play soccer, but maybe not in that kind of a regimented collegiate setting. And some of them will just come out on the weekend with buddies and kick a soccer ball around. It's one of the things that makes soccer great is you can play for a long time. Coach Nelson's still out there kicking a soccer ball around, and that's Coach Dave Nelson. So you have opportunities, but I wish all of you the best success that you have available to you. Go out there and do great things. Please continue to let me know how things are going, what it is you're doing. It's part of why I coach. I coach to watch young players enter high school, develop into adults, and go out into the world and make their mark. I had a coach that he cared by far more about his players than about winning and losing. And it has always stuck with me. When Coach Cushing decided to retire, I could have said, that's it, I'm done. But the fact is, I didn't want to give up that opportunity. So good luck to all of you. I am very excited about everything that will go on for you going forward. And please continue to let us know how things are going. So to the underclassmen, the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, you guys have some pretty big shoes to fill, but a lot of you have been a part of the success of this program already. And all you're going to do is step into those leadership roles, those playing opportunity roles, those contribution roles, and continue the success of GW soccer. It doesn't come just because you grow older. It doesn't come because you go from being a freshman to a sophomore to a junior, or a junior to a senior. It comes from the hard work that you've watched all of the players put in before you. We have had a great run at George Washington. As I mentioned earlier, we have had our 7th state championship and the 3rd in a row. That isn't by luck. No one gave it to us, and quite frankly, the rest of the teams that are out there would love to find a way to take it away. but the fact that you continue to work hard in the off season and during the season is just what it's going to take to keep those teams from taking it away from you. So going forward, you have lots of opportunity. As I mentioned, we're graduating, I think, 12 seniors, so and quite a number of starters. So varsity is going to have opportunities. There's going to be opportunities for some of you to take the leadership roles in JV in preparation for you being varsity players. This class of incoming freshmen, it was certainly unfortunate for your season that you didn't get to play more. We're sorry about that, but we all know that we were kind of given a hand and we just had to play it. But you all will have another 3 years. It is an extremely talented group of freshmen. You know, from top to bottom, everybody knows what they're doing, what their role is, what their responsibility is. It means that you're going to have to work real hard to get better at all of those things. And I know that you will, because I can see it in you when you come to practice. You all are excited about the opportunity. You work really hard, and things are going to go really, really well. It brings me to the next thing that I want to talk about, which is important for the whole team, and that is the captains for our 2021 team. We have always had the players vote for their captains. It's when I played sports, our coaches just decided. And there have been times in the years that we as the coaching staff have identified somebody who deserved to be a captain and promoted them to captain. But this year we had the players vote, and it was very, very clear that our players have a really strong understanding of our team, of the coaching staff and what it is that we look for, but more importantly, of those that they want to lead. And so for the 2021 season, which the captain's responsibilities start now in 2020, but those captains will be Gabe Sedora, Connor Strickland, Nikki Knott, and Sam Clark. The players were very, very clear in their voting that they felt these individuals were the players that could lead them as captains on this team. And I'm very excited. When I announced to the other coaches who the captains would be, all thought that the choices of the players were right on point. And so you four have a big responsibility in being the go-between between your coaches and your players. Leading by voice and leading by example. Identifying the goals that the team should have and helping your teammates achieve those goals. So Gabe, Connor, Nick, and Sam, congratulations. I'm sure at this point there would be some applause, but you four are very worthy, and we're very excited about you leading our team next year. Remaining players, returning varsity players, underclassmen, that doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities for you to lead as well. And in fact, I expect it from all of you. I expect you to work hard. I expect you to lead by example. I expect you to lead vocally and communicate on this team. It's one of the most important things in soccer is communication. We don't have timeouts. We as coaches can't stop what's going on and call you over to the side to say, hey, look, here's something that needs changed. You have to identify in the run of play and fix it on your own. So everybody that's on this team, captains and players, it's up to all of you. And what will next year look like? You've got some pretty exciting opportunities for you next year. We are going to get to play our Henry Clay game down in Lexington, Kentucky. Henry Clay won the state championship in Kentucky in 2019. In 2020, they, I think, made it to the Final Four, but weren't able to repeat. But their coach is very excited about playing, has offered to play both JV and varsity, which we're going to do. So the JV will get to enjoy this experience as well. But we're going to step outside the boundaries of the state of West Virginia and go play some other top-notch, top-quality programs. In fact, I wanted to let you know, and it should be an example to you of what our program has become. We were contacted by one of the schools in the suburbs of Columbus about coming up there and playing in kind of an opening season tournament weekend / showcase. Well, we aren't able to do it because that's the weekend that we're going to Kentucky to play Henry Clay. But GW was recognized by them as a program in West Virginia that they really wanted to have be a part of their tournament weekend. So be very proud of yourselves to understand other teams regionally are starting to recognize George Washington as a force to be reckoned with. We are adding Wheeling Park that we have not played for a while, and Wheeling Park's going to come all the way to Charleston to play us. They were very excited about it, so we're happy to get Wheeling Park onto the schedule again. It has been a number of years, probably since I think maybe 2000, maybe even 13 since we've played them. But we're excited about that. We're trying to add Washington, which we would play that game in Morgantown. I will find out soon if that's going to happen. They were excited about the opportunity to play. We have played them in the past during our regular season in Morgantown, and hopefully we can get that done. It does mean that we are dropping University from our schedule. As some of you are aware of the stuff that went on in state championship game, as well as over the last few years, I just didn't feel that it was necessary for us to continue to play them in the regular season. We hold ourselves to a very high standard when we play, and playing against teams that maybe don't do the same isn't necessarily something I want to be a part of. So we will move on, and we will have a schedule that will give us exposure to all parts of the state as well as outside the state. So you've got a pretty daunting task next year. Be prepared for it. I want to talk a little bit about the Tom Hopper Competing with Class Sportsmanship Award. This award is, to me, really one of the more important awards that are out there. You know, we have postseason awards, we have all state awards, and we've been very successful in our postseason awards. Both Bryce and Max were able to make first team All-State this year. Bryce was Defender of the Year, and it is a very deserving award for both of them. We had players make second team All-State. Nick made second team All-State, and Xavier made honorable mention. Very proud of all of them for those awards. They are well deserved. They take a lot of effort, a lot of work, and we're proud of them for getting those awards. Max also was awarded the Kanawha Valley Player of the Year award, which was very deserving. And if you had an opportunity to read the article in the paper, it was a very, very nice article, not only about GW's program, but about Max and everything that he's done during the year. So congratulations to everybody. But for the Tom Hopper Award, it's an award that a lot of you probably aren't even aware exists. It hangs on the wall at GW and was started by Coach Cushing in 2015. We decided as coaches that we wanted to identify a player or players that exemplified what competing with class meant to the GW program. And some of you parents may be aware of your son's competing with class sheet that they carry around with them. My son's is in the next room, hanging on a wall in a bulletin board in almost tatters because 4 years of being in a soccer bag leaves a little ratty. But it's an important part of GW soccer and what we try and do. And it exemplifies how Coach Hopper was. He was not a loud coach. He was not a flamboyant coach. He knew what it meant to work hard and to be a classy program. And he took great pleasure in the several years that George Washington soccer received the sportsmanship award from the referees in the state of West Virginia. So we wanted to honor his memory with the Tom Hopper Award. And to give you an understanding of some of the award winners in the past, the first year in 2015 would have been Mark Glines and Zaid Al-Assadi. The next year, we actually awarded it to the seniors. That group of seniors were very close friends on and off the field. It's shocking if you ever saw their post-season video where they were interviewed at different times throughout the season. And quite frankly, I never even saw them get interviewed. I don't remember them doing it, but whoever put it together would pull them off to the side and ask them a couple questions. And it was amazing the number of players that referred to it as a brotherhood. And that's what that team really was like. 2017 was Cole Snyder and our own Coach Noah Schock. 2018, Noir Atal. 2019, Duncan McGee. That should give you an understanding of what it is that the coaches look for when we decide our Tom Hopper Award. It's not who's the best soccer player. It's not who has the most goals. It's not about something that you can quantify. It's about a quality of player and a quality of person. And that's why when we discussed this year, all of the coaches were very much in agreement as to our Tom Hopper Award winners. And we have two this year. And they'll go on the plaque, and those two are Isaac Carney and Tarek Jarou. Both players have personalities that are very different, but they both have an extreme love for the game, and they exude it. You can ask any of them to do, or either of them to do anything that you need done, and they do it without dropping their shoulders, rolling their eyes, any sort of complaint. They just were there to be a part of the program and were excited to be there, and brought that excitement with them every day. So we're very proud of both Isaac and Tarek, and I expect that there would be some applause right here at this point too. So congratulations to both of you. The plaque will be on the wall at GW, and you will forever be a Tom Hopper Competing with Class Sportsmanship Award winner. The next thing I'm going to mention to you is really, it's probably what Dave Nelson would tell you at this point. Every year, Dave gets up and talks to the seniors as they leave about the future of soccer, and about their involvement in the future of soccer. The sport can only grow as much as what those who are involved in it put into it. As all of you seniors graduate, go to college, get out of college, get married, have kids, whatever it is that you do, we would just ask you to look at those times to see when you might be able to give back to the sport and what it is that you might be able to give to the sport that gave you so much. Soccer's a great game, and while you might have a chance to play it in college, or play rec in college, or just play, kick around on a Sunday, there's opportunities that you'll have to give back to the youth that, just like was done for you. You've got parents who helped you out. You've got coaches who you've had who have done a lot for you. And there's going to be a time where we hope that you will do the same. Doesn't mean you have to be a head soccer coach at a high school. It doesn't mean you have to coach college soccer. You can coach your children's rec team. You can be involved on a board. You can learn to referee and referee games. But there will be opportunities for you that come to you, and we hope that you will take those opportunities to really give back to the sport. That's really about all I want to tell you at this point. I will see you all soon, hopefully. I'm hoping that in the spring we will be able to go to the House and the Senate like we have in the past and be recognized as state champions. I'm hopeful that in the spring we'll be able to have the assembly like we have in the past, where GW soccer team is recognized in front of the school as state champs. I will have the letters for the varsity players who lettered, as well as the pins for the players who've already lettered. And so I know I'll get an opportunity to see all of you again soon, but I do want to say to everyone, I hope you have a great and happy holiday season. I hope that everyone stays healthy and safe until we get through this and we're actually able to get together. Hopefully maybe we can get together for an evening when our state championship rings come in and those are passed out. But to all of the players, the freshmen, the sophomores, the juniors, and the seniors, have a happy holiday season. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.